Hey, YouTube. Lord, what's happening in Virginia? Okay, y'all know I usually don't report on anything to do with BS, but we're going to make an exception here. I'm neutral. I am neutral. I think there's two sides to this thing. When I initially saw this video, maybe an hour ago, not less than an hour ago, when I saw it, I said, oh my God, VS then went off on some woman in the IHOP and started chasing behind her and beating her up, right? That was my initial thing. Then she starts, when she was yelling about, I'm tired of you people following me, and you the same ones follow my daughter. And I said, oh, she's on a paranoid rant or something, right? Not making any sense. What's this woman got to do with somebody following you and all that kind of stuff, right? So I jumped to the conclusion that VS went off, snapped, and went off on somebody in this place. And they weren't even the same race of people. I think the girl looks Puerto Rican or Mexican. VS is obviously black. It just seemed like it was just a random thing. But then after hearing more of this story, so this is not over yet. We're going to probably have to come back to this. But I said, oh, wait a minute, hold the hell on. So this is not a random person. This is not VS going off on a random woman in IHOP. This is somebody who has come into the restaurant looking for VS. Asked the employees about where she was seated. Apparently this woman knew VS was meeting this other woman, Kiki, in the restaurant, right? And she decided to come down there as well, right? It seems like they were having words where the part of the video where I saw where they picked it up, where that's why context is so important. When I saw it, she was saying, get away from the table, get off the table. I assumed, oh, she's telling this woman she can't sit there. You got to get away from the table. I don't want to hear what you got to say. Get out, go away, kind of thing like this, right? And then we see the woman get up and leave. And then we see VS right behind her leaving, saying, she made some kind of statement, and then she got up and left. Then a few steps later, I guess we're right in the doorway, we see the camera starts going all over the place, right? And then afterwards, we see VS bragging about having done what she had done, saying she had kicked the woman's ass, saying the woman was bleeding, saying that this has something to do with following her and all these things. But as the story progressed, this has all happened within the last hour. As the story progressed even more, we see that this woman had come there to meet her, to confront her. Now, I got to tell you, people say, well, VS started the fight. She threw the first blow. I don't agree with that. The act of aggression was when this woman followed this woman into a luncheon she was having and sat her ass down at their table. That's an act of aggression right there. That was the confrontation. Imagine somebody you done had words with online. You're sitting in a restaurant with a friend of yours. You're having lunch, and this person shows up and sits down at your table and confronts you in front of this other person who you hardly know. That was the initial act of aggression. So, I think even cops would say, I don't think they would arrest either one of them. Even though VS threw the blows or the initial blows or came after that woman, I think the initial act of following her, finding out where she's at, following her online or whatever, knowing where she was going, meeting her in the restaurant to confront her, sitting down at her table uninvited, that was the aggression. Right? We're staying neutral. This thing is still happening now. So as a sidebar, I want you guys to go over there to that channel of that person, Mr. Bald-Headed Jay Wilson, and tell him to stop saying that he's not covering anything for a coin. I don't do everything for a coin. Oh, this is no. When someone's assaulted, oh, somebody got to go to jail. Oh, this ain't for a coin. This ain't for a coin. Well, here's what we need you to do, Jay Wilson. Since it's not for a coin, when you upload your video, if it's not for a coin, we want you to click off. Remember when the button says monetization? Click it off. That's when you're not being monetized. Sometimes you see people like, what's that white guy? Whatever. I don't remember the guy's name. Anyway, he'll say, I'm not monetizing this video. I click it off. I'm not monetizing. It means something. But to go on here hollering about you not monetizing off this situation. Oh, it's so severe. Oh, someone's been assaulted. Oh, I never monetized for that. Everything is not for a coin. He told Larry Nelson yesterday. Oh, everything's not for a coin. It's not for a coin. So we need you to demonetize the videos that you say are not for a coin, because on this case, of course, you couldn't wait to get on there first. You jump online. You talk about this thing for an hour. You know, about who's going to jail. You always want to put everybody in jail. You go off for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And you come back on to say the exact same thing you said in that last hour that you covered this story, or you talked about it. How in the hell is that not for a coin? If it's not for a coin, demonetize the video. Happy New Year.